Michael, here in Killarney at the IHF's great annual conference, halfway through your 2-year term, as the late Mayor Koch of New York used to say. How are we doing?
Well, David, we're not doing too badly, but we're not going to say that too loudly because there's always things we can do. I suppose the big headline things, the VAT, the retention of VAT was a huge benefit for members. The whole investment piece, which is something that I was focusing in on, the idea that we actually needed to get our businesses out of the sick bay and into profitability, that's a huge piece. Not anywhere near where we need to be there. But overall, too small, Latin hybrid.
Very good, and of course the VAT is very important because while there has been pickup, I mean it's far from a robust recovery yet, and so we do need that lower rate for another couple of years.
We do, yeah. I suppose the argument is getting harder to make in a sense because when you see Dublin doing so well, but the provinces and certainly the rural areas not doing as well, and there is really, I suppose, a case to be made for retention of the VAT.
Sure.
That lifeline is vital.
Absolutely. The overcapacity and indeed the over-indebtedness of the hotel sector was a big issue in recent times. We don't hear so much about that these days, Michael. Is there some progress being made?
Well, I suppose progress in a sense. I suppose we have 835 hotels now in the country. We lost 27 in the last year. That translated into about 3,000 rooms less in the system. But we, the Federation, have tended not to focus on overcapacity because that's not an issue that will be sorted rationally. But we're focusing now on getting that overhang of debt sorted because we feel if the hotel industry was recapitalised, the new energy that would come out of that would seek to fill those beds. So it's a better way to do it.
Absolutely, and turn our attention to the demand side. But speaking of that recovery, it appears to be more robust in Dublin than elsewhere. Is that an issue that we're just stuck with? Is Dublin going to continue to outpace the rest, or is there anything we can do about that?
It's a very ponderous thing, and I suppose when you look at it, I suppose the kernel of all this, in my mind, is the loss of 1 million tourists out of the GB market since 2007, because the GB tourist travelled into the provinces. I mean, places like we are here today, Killarney, did extremely well out of that. So what you're looking at is not so much the effectiveness of Dublin in resurging. Dublin has created its own market. We just have failed to crystallise what is the offering outside of Dublin.
Well, hopefully some of that will come through in the reviews of the German and the French market that are now just underway, following on from the British and the US reviews. But we do need to link that market demand needs more to the product, don't we, than perhaps we did in the past.
Absolutely. And on the ground, what I see more than anything else is, the usual eat, stay and dine. That was our approach to accommodation in the last 20-30 years. We have to get out into the tourism providers that we see in our locality and create those networks, create that product offering that then is the must-do, must-see, must-have for the tourists when they come to visit us.
Absolutely. And we're in March, moving on towards St. Patrick's Day and Easter. How do your members feel about the coming season? I detect a level of confidence that's better than for some time. Is that how you see it?
I see it exactly that way. Overall, I think 70% of our members are optimistic about the season ahead. Particularly, I think, when you get out into the rural areas, the increase in traffic out of the US, the capacity increase of 22%, is a huge cause of celebration for us. Now let's see us translate that into business. That's the other side. But I think where we've work to do is in continental Europe, particularly out of Germany. We'd love to see movement in that, and I think we need more than just incentives at the airport. We need a concerted campaign there.
No, absolutely. Well, listen, Michael, very best of luck. Your first year in office has been a very momentous one, and let's hope that your second one will see the recovery take firmer hold.
I hope so. I mean, it's too early to say what a legacy might be, but I think we're starting to turn the corner, and that's good enough for me.
It is, and that's good news. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.